So what is the experiment we are doing now? What is the experiment we are doing now? We have completed voltage series. Now we are doing current shunt. Yes or no? We are doing current shunt. So current shunt feedback amplifier. Actually, this is the circuit. So from where we are taking the output? First thing, this is the circuit. Are you able to see my circuit, Amma? Whatever I have shared previously, current shunt feedback amplifier, are you able to see? So see, where is the feedback network connected? Why it is called current shunt? Understand this one carefully. Why it is called current shunt means, so previously where we have connected our feedback from the output directly, we have taken the output. So I have connected to the collector terminal. Now where I am connecting, because I have to take the current sample, not the voltage sample. For taking voltage sample, where I have connected? I've connected to the collector terminal. Wherever the output is available, that point only I've connected my feedback element. So now where I am connecting? I am connecting to the series current sample I have to take, not the voltage sample. So to take the current sample, I have connected to the emitter resistance. How I have connected to the input? C in parallel. So that's why it is called what? Current series feedback amplifier. Are you getting? So previously we have connected to the collector terminal. Wherever the output is available, there only I have connected the feedback. Now we are connecting the feedback to the emitter of second stage, That too, you are connecting in shunt, not in series. Previously we are connected in series. Now we are connecting in shunt. That's why it is called current shunt feedback amplifier. Now we'll execute the same circuit. Are you ready to assist me, all of you? So how many resistors are required to execute this circuit? First thing, count it and tell me how many resistors are required. How many resistors are required, Amma?
11.
11 resistors are required. Okay, where is the resistor available? Are you able to see the screen? So here resistor symbol is there. Go to resistor symbol. Here we have resistors are there. So we can choose any resistor. Later we can change the resistance value. That's what we have seen. So 1K resistor I am choosing. I am keeping once again because I need 11 resistance. First I'll keep all the 11 resistance. So 3, 4, 5. According to their position, later I'll place the resistors. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Okay, fine. Next, how many capacitances are required for me?
4.
So go to capacitor, the same resistor symbol only, you have to go to capacitors. So you take any capacitance value, later we can change. How many required, Amma? As your friends are mentioning, 4 capacitances. So I'll take 4 capacitances, no problem. I'll take 4 capacitances. Okay. So next, what are the other things required for me? I need a supply. So what is the supply? Where I'll get the supply? Where I'll get the supply? Where I'll get the supply? What is the things? Where we have to go? The first one is sources. Place sources is available. There you can see the power sources. If you go to power sources, we'll have VCC. I required VCC only. So I'll take VCC. Okay. I'll keep here. And I need ground also. So digital ground is not required. I need one ground. I'll take ground. I'll paste it. And I need to give the input. I need what is required. A 50 millivolts input I should apply. Yes or no? So for that, I'll again go to place sources, signal voltage sources. I'll go AC voltages. I'll go. I'll keep OK. Then I'll go. Next, I need two transistors. So where are available transistors? Place transistors are available. So what type of transistors? Can you assist me? What type of transistors are required? BC 107 BP. So these transistors are required. So I require two transistors. So place two transistors. I'll place two transistors. I have kept all the things. Now only thing is I need to arrange it in a proper manner. Yes or no? Anything else required, Amma? Anything required? Anything else required? Is it clear? So I placed all the components. Now I'll place the components one by one. So I need to give the component value. First, I'll place the position of the components. So first, after signal source, what is required? I need a capacitor, I need a resistor. So here, I need a transistor. Before a transistor, what are the other things required? I need a resistor. That resistor should be placed vertically. What I should do? Rotate clockwise 90 degrees, you'll get vertically. And I need one more resistor should be placed here. So rotate clockwise 90 degrees. So the resistor will come here. I need to connect a capacitor. I need to connect at the collector. One more resistor is required. So what is that resistor? Again, I should place the resistor vertically. So I'll keep the resistor here. I need a emitter resistance also. I'll keep vertically. So clockwise vertically, I'll go and I'll keep the resistor here. I need a capacitor here, emitter bypass capacitor that should be placed in a proper manner. So 90 degrees clockwise, I'll keep the capacitor. Now, coming to the second stage, here one capacitor is required because you have to do RC coupling, that capacitor is required. And again, we need for the second stage, two resistors are placed vertically. So one resistor I am placing and another resistor I am placing here. So two resistors are placed vertically. So now I need to place the what is required? A transistor is required. Transistor collector side, I need to place the resistance. So 90 degrees clockwise. So collector resistance I'll keep. And I need emitter resistance here that should be vertically 90 degrees clockwise I'll keep. Okay. Any other resistance is required? I need a load resistance. So I need a load resistance. So that should be placed vertically. So 90 degrees. And I need one bypass capacitor here. I'll place the bypass capacitor. And I need the resistance should be connected in feedback. I need the resistors to be connected in feedback. So I'll keep the resistor. So I'll arrange everything, but I need to keep the values of that resistance. Okay, starting with what is the source value I have given according to the circuit? Tell me, what is the source value we have given? What is the source value we have given? Quickly respond. 50 millivolts. Okay, good. What is the resistance after that we have kept? It is 15K. Yes or no? 15K.
Yes.
Next, after that, what is the resistance we have taken? 4.7 micro. Micro means you should press U. Then you will get micro. Okay. Next, what is this resistance value, Amma? It's 33K. So 33K, if you press, you are going to get it. So what is this resistance value, Amma? 5.1K. Yes or no? So we have to keep 5.1K. So what is this resistance value, Amma? Is it 2.2K? 2.2K. Yes. What is this resistor value? 510 ohms. What is this capacitance value? 470 U. Okay, so what about this resistance? It's 4.7 U microfarads. Okay, what about this resistance, Amma? It's 14K. It's 14K. Okay, what about this one? It's a 2.55K. Okay, good. What about this one? It's 2.2. It's 2.2 K. Okay. What about this one, Amma? It's 470 ohms. Okay. What about this one? Load resistance? It's 22K. Okay. What about this capacitance value? Anybody? What about this capacitance? Respond and tell me what about that capacitance value?
10 micro.
10. Is it 10?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it 10? Okay. What about this resistor? It's 5K, na? Feedback resistor value. Is it 5K? Okay. So I setted all the things. And what is VCC? VCC must be how much I applied, Amma? VCC? 12 volts. Yes or no? VCC is 12 volts. Now, after keeping all the elements, what is the next step I have to give? I have to connect each and every element in a proper manner. So, what is the element? I'll start with the source. I'll connect here. Source is connected. Next, from the source to the capacitance. So from the capacitance to the, where I should connect, Amma? To the base of transistor. Remember, this connection you should give like this. Otherwise, the connection looks like it is existing. But every time, even starting from common emitter amplifier, you should give the connection like this only. Otherwise, you will get the problem. Okay, here I should connect the resistor. Fine. Here also I should connect the resistors in a proper manner. So I'll connect the resistor now. Now from here to where I should connect? From here to who is? Mute yourself. From here to here I should connect. Now from transistor to this resistor I should connect. And now from this capacitor to, what is the thing I should give? From this capacitor to this one, and from this connection to, what is the next connection I should give? So from this to the base I should connect. So here the resistor must be connected, and here the resistor must be connected, and here all the resistors are connected to VCC. I'm connecting. Fine. This resistor is also connected to VCC. Now you should connect the resistor with what? This one. So resistor is connected. Now this is connected. So this is connected. Now this emitter bypass capacitor, emitter resistance is connected. And now I have to connect the emitter bypass capacitance. and all the other ends are connected to ground. So I should connect it to ground. I should connect it to ground. This one is connected to what? This one. And this one is also connected to ground. This resistor is connected to emitter, and this is also connected to this one. And what about this resistor? This resistor is connected. What about this resistor, Amma? Where I should connect this resistor? To the emitter, terminal. And what about the other side? Where should I connect the other side? I should connect it to in parallel. What about this 22K resistor, Amma? Where should I connect this 22K resistor? Anybody? Where should I connect this 22K resistor? Anyone?
Ground.
Load resistor.
Other, that's what, where I should connect to ground.
Ground.
Okay, connections over. Anything left? Understood how to give the connections, Amma?
Yes, ma'am.
How to take the resistors? Understood. Any difficulty, Amma? If you have any problem, ask me. Okay, now what is the measuring instrument I should take? Oscilloscope I should keep. Yes or no? So channel 1, I'll see the input. So channel 1 positive is connected here. So channel other one is negative is grounded. Channel 2, I'll see the output. Okay. So I'll connect other end to ground. Wait a minute. I'll connect other end to ground. So I'll give the output values. I'll name it as V out. So I'll show the V out, and I'll name the color. I'll give blue color output. Okay. So I'll give the input as V in and show that V in. I'll keep it in red only, V in. So that variables also come into picture now. So V in and V out also came. Now I'll execute this circuit and see what I'm going to get. So it's what. So this is what the output I'm getting. I'll remove this one. So I'll vary this. Now time periods. So input output, if you observe, so only slight variation, a small amplification is there. We'll see if I remove this load, what is the thing I'm going to get. I'll do this one. I'll remove the load. This load is giving, I think, less output, I suspect. So more output, somewhat increased output you are getting now. So we'll see the response. Do you got? This is with the feedback output we got. So without feedback, if I want to see, I'll remove this feedback connection. I'll stop my simulation first. I'll remove this feedback connection. One end I'll remove. I'll try to execute the circuit. See, without feedback, see the output I'm getting. More output. You are getting almost 5 volts you are getting. So what is the input I applied? 100 millivolts I applied. So see, this is only one division, less than 1. Actually 800 millivolts you are getting. And we are getting output is almost 0.8 into 5, 4 volts you are getting without feedback. And with the feedback, if I include the feedback, what is the thing I'm going to get? If I include the feedback, if I include, what is the thing I'm getting? What is the thing I'm getting? See, I'll make the connection once again. If I include the feedback, this is what I'm getting. If I include the feedback, I'll execute now. This is the output you are getting. Less output compared to previous one, you are getting this one. So this is what the feedback effect, and we'll see the frequency response of this. What is the frequency response? I'll stop this one. I'll go to simulate AC analysis. First, AC sweep. I'll go to output. What are the expressions we are added? V in first. So go to V in, add that one, and go to V out, even add that one. And you go to frequency parameter, keep the output in dBs, decibels, and run the show. So this is the response you are getting. So I'll make the cursors, show the cursors. So this is what we are getting. The gain value, if you see maximum 4 dB, you are getting the gain. But if you observe 4 minus 3, you are getting around 1. So almost you are getting, so 11 megahertz is X2. X1 may be somewhat in hertz you are going to get. So very high very high bandwidth you are going to get it. So without feedback, I'll execute the same circuit without feedback. What is the gain you are getting? I'll remove this one, this end I'll remove. I'll go to simulate analysis, and this one simulation AC sweep. I'll run and I'll see what is the gain you are getting. Show your cursor, see what is the gain you are getting. You are getting the gain is equal to it's 20, it is showing, but okay, your Y2, not Y2 is 32.6. That is the gain you are getting. So Y1, Y2 you are getting maximum 32.6 you are getting. 32.6 minus 3 if you are doing, what is the thing you are going to get? 32.6 minus 3 is nothing but around 29. At around Y1 29 you take, and Y1 29. Here also Y2 I'll keep at 29. I'll keep at 29. 26 is there, 27, 29 I am keeping. So what is my X2? My X2 is equal to, what is my X2? 430, oh sorry, what is my X2? It is 436K. X1 is equal to 18.7 hertz. You are going to get 436 kilohertz you are going to get. But with the feedback, what is the gain? What is the bandwidth you are getting? You are getting almost 11 megahertz. So these are the things we need to do. Any doubt, Amma, in this? Any doubt? Understood? Do you have any doubt, Amma? First thing, understood or not?
Ma'am, can you show once with the feedback?
Without feedback or with the feedback?
With feedback, ma'am.
With the feedback. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll connect. Okay, I'll connect the feedback. So I'll go to simulate analysis. Everything is there. initially you have to keep frequency parameter here decibels, output parameters you should add, because I have already added, it is available here or variables. So otherwise you need to add the things. So run. So this is what you are getting. 4 dB gain you are getting. Okay, maximum 4. So charts I am getting. Ma'am once explained how to keep Y1 and Y2 values. Yeah, I'll remove the feedback. I'll show you once again how to keep Y1 and Y2, because the gain is more. It can be visualized better, I think. So I'm removing the feedback now, Amma. So I'll go to AC analysis, simulate analysis and simulation. I'll go to AC sweep and I'll run the simulation. This is the response you are getting. So first thing you have to go. I'll do one thing. First, here go to cursor, show cursors. You will get 2 cursors. Are you able to follow? First go to cursors, show cursors. You will get 2 cursors. So first take any one cursor. See what is the maximum gain. This is the maximum gain I am getting. What is the maximum value? You are getting 32.5. Okay, bandwidth, how to calculate normally? Maximum gain minus 3 dB. 32.5 is the maximum gain. Minus 3 dB if you do, what is the value you are going to get? 29.5. So now move your cursor where your Y1 and Y2 becomes 29.5. I am moving my Y2. So where it becomes 29.5, this is the value where I am getting 29.5. Similarly, I have to move my first cursor. This is your Y1. This is your Y2, second cursor. This is your Y1, first cursor. I have to move here the cursor value. It is already Y1 is at 29.8. I have to make it 29.5. So simply I'll move like this. Slightly you vary this one. Okay, now this is your x2, this is your x1. I'll write here, I'll mention here, this is your x2, this is your x1. What is your x2 value? In the graph itself it is showing. What is your x2, Amma? See at this position, what is your x2? 421.69K. What is your x1? 17.78 hedges. Okay, so that's x1 and x2. The difference between x2 minus x1 will give you bandwidth. Likewise, you need to calculate the bandwidth. Understood? Any doubt in this? Ma? Somebody asking to explain this one. Are you able to follow? Any difficulty, Amma? Any other doubts? Any other doubts you have? Anybody having any doubts? Let me know. I'll clarify your doubts. Who is 15 without mic? Nothing is there. How he is attending the class? Any doubts, Amma? We have almost completed that experiment. Next week we'll do what is it? It's oscillator experiments. We'll do oscillator experiments. So see carefully. You please do the experiment. You do execution. So as I'm mentioning many times, it's very simple to use multi-sim. Other than other PSpice and other softwares, multi-sim is very user friendly. Nothing is there in this, nothing to worry. Within 2 days, you can execute all the circuits. If all the circuits are available, but what is my request is learn the concepts. Don't by heart the things. Learn the concepts. That's most important. Learn the concepts. Understand the concepts. So, in especially for EPC course, if you are start by hearting the things at the end of the course, minimum you need to remember 200 or 300 expressions. That is now practically not possible. But if you learn the concepts, it's very easy for you to write and understand. Derivations also, no need to by heart. Even though the derivation looks clumsy and very difficult, no need to by heart the derivations. Just understand the concept, execute the things, use your common sense. That's all. Any doubts? Anybody having any doubt, Amma? Understood how to do this one? So let's go back and we'll see. Today what we discussed is voltage series and current shunt feedback amplifiers. So what is feedback? Some portion of the output is again connected back to the input is nothing but feedbacks. How many types of feedbacks are available? There are two types of feedback. One is voltage series feedback amplifier. There are two types of feedback. One is positive feedback and another one is negative feedback. So what is positive feedback? If the feedback signal is in phase with the input signal, then it is called positive feedback. If the feedback signal is out of phase with the input signal, then it is called negative feedback. Negative feedback is used in amplifiers, positive feedback is used in oscillators. So how many types of feedback amplifiers are there? Voltage series, voltage shunt, current series, current shunt. So now what are the two experiments we executed? Voltage series we executed, current shunt also we executed. So what are the general characteristics of feedback amplifiers? The gain reduces, bandwidth increases, so distortion can be eliminated, noise can be eliminated. These are the general characteristics. Okay, so now it's time to you. Anybody having any doubts? Let me clarify your doubts. Are you able to follow the subject? First thing, we are moving in line with the theory. So if you are good in subject, you can execute very well in the practicals. Are you able to follow? So today we have seen what is multi-stage amplifiers, what are feedback amplifier, two types also we have seen. So any doubts in these three experiments? So one thing, I think the CodeNow logins are given to all the students. Join in CodeNow Amma login, and so that I'm posting all the materials in CodeNow. Even my videos are also posted in CodeNow. You can watch the videos, okay? So that if you have any doubts also, you can see from the videos also, okay? So let me know whether the videos are accessible to you or not. First thing, verify your CodeNow logins. Anybody having any doubts? And playback on other website has been disabled by the video winner. When I'm opening, actually we played Amma. It's again showing this one. Unable to play. 405. Okay, actually I kept some of the videos as private. I'll make it public so that you can able to see all the videos. Okay, I'll do it. Even you can subscribe my YouTube channel so that you will get the notifications also what are the videos I uploaded. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll make it public so that you can visualize all the videos. Okay, that's all for today. If you have any doubts, You can clarify your doubts. I'm ready to answer the questions. I am ready to clarify your doubts. So from next time onwards, you need to do the execution. Just I'll give how to execute it, because now I think all of you know what are the variables. Mostly we are going to use resistors, capacitors, transistors, supplies. At least these 4 component in which one these are available. If you know, nothing is there. Simply you can drag and drop, give the connections. Even though it looks simple, sometimes you will not get the output. You should give the connection in a proper manner. As I mentioned today, after capacitor, straight away you will give it to transistor. To the transistor connection only you should give these two. So straight away if I give this connection, what happens? See, sometimes after doing 1 or 2 hours also you will not get the output. So avoid such type. Those things you will get with the practice. So how to give the connections? If you give the connections properly, no problem. Easily you will get all the outputs. You can see all the outputs in CRT. Okay. Anybody having any doubts? Today, whatever the circuits we executed, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
All the circuits. Okay. Please try to do it. Those who are already installed the software, try to do the software. It takes less than half an hour time. So we are giving the circuits. You please try to execute the circuits. Okay. At the end, you should not face the problem. That is our intention. Okay. I hope everyone understood. No one having doubts. So I'm closing the session. Okay. Please try to learn the things. Don't by heart the things. That's my request. If you have any doubt, you can post me your query. I'll try to reply in your WhatsApp groups, or even in this lab session you can ask your doubts. I'll clarify all your doubts. Okay. We are here to clarify. Ma'am, new lab manual also I'll send. I'll post it in Codenovo. Please go through it. Okay. Ma'am, YouTube channel name. I'll post, I'll make it first. I'll do one thing. I'll make it public so that you can access the video. From that, you can subscribe my channel. Okay. So these are the points. I hope no points. If you have any doubts, you can post it in our WhatsApp group. I will clarify your doubts. Have a nice day. For today, I'm closing my session. We will meet next week. Okay, we will do my oscillator experiments next week. Have a nice day. Bye.